Hi, this is Clem from Cherry Glazerr, and this is Records in My Life.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
And tell us what's new and exciting.
Oh, wow. So much. It's good to be here in Vancouver. We've been on the road for 5 weeks. So we're back on the West Coast, and I'm really happy about it.
And you have just a few shows left, and you're heading...
Yeah.
I guess you're heading to South... How many shows do you have at
We
South by? You have a few,
are.
right? I guess?
We have a few. We're doing like 7 shows in one day on
Oh,
Friday.
my God.
I know.
It's a marathon.
Yeah.
We were talking
It's
about
the most
coffee.
we've ever done.
We were talking about coffee. Can you get good
Yeah.
coffee in Austin?
Yeah,
'Cause
you
we
can
had
get
a- we
good
had a bit
coffee
of
in
a debate
Austin.
earlier.
You can get
Is it
great
good?
coffee in
Yeah.
Austin. Yeah, there's lots of good coffee in Austin. Where you can't get good coffee is Europe.
It's shocking. Like better than Milan or Rome
Yeah.
or Paris,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Paris doesn't have good coffee. It's
But what
it's a what do they call it? A misnomer.
But what about French, like French press or French roast?
No, they
Where
don't
does where
have
does
that. They have Nespresso. They have shitty fucking Nespressos.
Yeah.
Is all they have. They don't have a nice hot pour over, but which is fine. You know, if you're into that. If you're into
That's right.
shitty Nespresso,
Yeah.
then good for you. But, you know, and I don't need like a hot, nice cup of pour over every day. But if we're being real about it, I think Austin has better coffee than Paris.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so tell us about let's talk about the art. You're here to talk about the
Yeah.
shows, to educate people about music and albums.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your latest release.
Great. Stuffed and Ready. Yeah, it came out. It's about a month old now. And it was a lot of fun to make, and it's been even more fun to play it on the road for all the great people coming to see us, and we feel very lucky and very grateful.
And who'd you work with on the album?
His name's Carlos de la Garza, and he was our producer of the album. And I came to him with a ton of songs, and he was really excited. He wanted to work with us on another album because he did Apocalyptic as well.
Right.
And yeah, we had a lot of fun. We grew to really communicate very well together the second time around. It was like we had already had one album together under our belt, and he's just the best. He really creates an environment that allows me to do what I want, and he and I have very similar taste, which is really nice.
And what's your favorite track off the new album?
I think my favorite track might be Stupid Fish. I really love playing the chorus, like when it hits, and it's sort of like notey, like there's a lot of moving parts to that song. And that song I brought to Carlos, and I'm gonna give him shit here. He was like, I don't think, it was the last song we decided to record, and I brought it to him, and he was like, I don't think this is the one. I don't think we should record this. And I was like, I'm gonna fight you on this, Carlos, because I think this one is gonna be a good one. And so I'm really glad that he ended up being like, oh, okay, let's do it, you know, because it's one of my faves.
And what's your, I mean, your album is obviously 2019. What's your favorite record so far of 2019?
Well, we're not too far into 2019. I really loved Earl Sweatshirt's album. Some rap songs. I thought that it was just like a very well put together album. I thought that a lot of the sampling was really, really good, and it just kind of fulfilled something within me when I listened to it. I connected to it on a really deep musical level. That might have been 2018 though, but I think it was 2019.
Close enough.
Yeah, I
Depending
listen to
on
a lot of music, and I guess some of it, like I I can't think of like some 2019 stuff right now. But I listen to a lot of music. I like the new Feels record. I thought that was really good. That came out a few weeks ago,
What's the name?
About a week ago.
Do you know the name of the album?
I can't remember the name of the album, but I like the song Deconstruction. It's a good, it's good punk music. Yeah.
Cool. Give us a record, I know everyone's had this experience, a good thrift store garage sale find, which is left an indelible. Can I say that word, indelible? I don't think I've said that on the show.
Go
in this
for
context,
it.
does it make sense saying indelible? An indelible mark on you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I found a Sex Pistols tape. I found Nevermind the Bollocks at where did I find it? I found it at some record store in LA that wasn't Amoeba.
That's a good. I like that.
And I loved it so much. I played it a lot in my room, and it was my first exposure to the Sex Pistols. Not that I don't love Amoeba. I love Amoeba. I think it's so great that it has so much stuff there. But this was, like, I bought records at Amoeba for a long time before I found out about other record stores. And I'm really sad that Mount Analog is gone from Highland Park, because that was my favorite record store. Anyways, Nevermind the Bollocks was really life-giving to me as a 15-year-old. And yeah.
What would you consider the flawless record? Someone said to you.
What's
your idea?
Maybe Funhouse by the Stooges.
Which is
There's
a good one.
nothing wrong with that album.
And what is it about that record that makes it flawless?
I guess I think when I heard it, I was like, I can't believe you can make music like this. This is so raw and so beautiful at the same time. Yeah.
Is there an album that you'd like to see, that you'd like to have been a witness of in the studio, that was recorded, a classic record?
Probably like Michael Jackson or something. That would be really cool.
Like Thriller or Off the Wall? Or?
Yeah, Thriller would be really, really cool. That would be crazy, huh?
It would be pretty interesting. Give us one final question. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
We're being
so
rushed
much.
out here because they got to sell beer here.
Thanks for a great interview. I loved talking to you.
Thank you. Give us an album. What's a good, because you spend a lot of time in the bus or van.
Yeah.
What's a great traveling record to listen to when you need to relax?
Laraaji Sun Gong.
And that gives you a bit of peace and inner.
Yeah, he plays like the zither. He's like a monkish music maker, and he plays the zither, and it's just really interesting drone music.
Interesting. Thank you again. We need some words of wisdom, please. We ask all our guests for some advice or words of wisdom.
Okay, well, something I've learned recently that has helped me a lot is to not beat yourself up and to trust yourself.
Excelente.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup. Gracias.
Thank
Muchas
you.
gracias.
Thank you. I loved it.
Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. And if you're really feeling it, please hit us up on Patreon. Cheers.